everybody. It's your girl JRose. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to What You Say, Poet. We are in our sixth or seventh month of doing this, and it's been quite a journey. I'm super excited about tonight's guest because not only is she a really dope ass fucking poet, but she's just a great friend. I've known her for a few years in the creative community. And despite her being all the way in Houston, Texas, we still get to kind of see each other sometimes. And we always connecting. And she's always coming through to the events and stuff. So I don't get to miss her because I see her and hear from her all the time, which is great. So without further ado, please welcome tonight's guest, Caramel Poet.
What's up, Witch?
What's up, boo? How you doing?
I am well. How are you is the question.
Girl, you already know. I'm a mess all the time. I'm like organized confusion.
A beautiful disaster.
Yes. Yes. But I know you got a lot going on. Before we really start digging into the interview and I start being real nosy and asking you all these questions, because you know I'm nosy. Please tell the audience a little bit about you, what you got going on. I know you sharing it. Let your peoples know that you on, that we live.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
I know. I gotta do the same thing. Shit. But what you got going on? You just got back from Atlanta. Like, what's really good? Like, what?
Okay, so
how'd you end up there?
I went to Atlanta just for the fuck of it. Like,
Really?
because I travel a lot, and you know this because I'm in New York 2 or 3 times a year.
Yes.
So I normally fly Southwest. That's my airline of choice.
Okay.
Because I can check 2 bags for free.
Oh,
but
really?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why I fly Southwest all the time. But
Shit.
Spirit is hella cheap, like hella cheap. So I figured I would take a little quick trip to Atlanta just to try it out.
Okay.
And it's good for a turnaround. Like if you're just going somewhere for a day or two and you don't need to check bags and you're not really carrying nothing major, my round trip to Atlanta was like $60.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. So
yo, I gotta travel with you because you know how to get all the flying deals.
You damn right.
I know you got all right. I don't wanna take all your secrets, right? But like what's a little hint, a little tip when someone wants to shop for traveling tickets or plane tickets?
So I have the Skyscanner app on my phone, but the thing is Southwest doesn't, like, you can't find Southwest deals on Skyscanner. Now another thing is the majority of major airlines have like points programs. So I'm going to Vegas in a couple of weeks. I only had to pay one way because I got points home. I had enough points for my flight home to be free.
Oh shit. Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. So you use the points and you got some app. I gotta get on that because I really don't travel as much as I would like to. And being with the JRose experience, taking off into all these different cities, I definitely will be traveling more. So I'm gonna be hitting you up like, yo, help me get these flights for the low.
Yeah. And of course, if you book like way out, it's always cheaper.
Yeah.
Which another thing about Spirit is good for last minute flights.
Okay. Yo, I can't believe you paid $60 for a round trip to ATL. Like, that's crazy. I'm gonna definitely look into that. But besides that, because you are a traveling creative here, because you go and you travel and you perform, right? You don't just go and like sightsee. You perform everywhere. Where are some of the coolest places you've gone to perform, other than New York at my show?
Well, you already know, like, I was literally raised on New York stages. Like, when I first started performing, like, that was the only place I could perform.
Wow. Is it because you were doing, did you start off doing erotic poetry?
When I first
Um,
started, doing erotica, the only place I could perform was New York.
mm.
That was it. You know,
What
because
was it
like
about New York? Was it like just a more welcoming environment?
there was someone up there who was hosting erotic events, and
Mm-hmm.
so I would go to her events.
Okay, okay. So you had somebody that was like, "Yo, come through. We got the space for this."
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's how you and I met,
yes.
and we've been inseparable since.
Which is a beautiful thing. Actually, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. I think it just speaks a lot about somebody's character when you can connect on a creative level and then just grow like a friendship out of it and still stay connected, and still build. It's not like we met each other and then we only see each other once in a while. Like you come out, you come to shows, you featured on the on the Rose Garden events, you featured on the Hotline, our erotic open mic. What
Yes,
made you what
yes.
made you get into this lane, this erotic lane? What brought you there? Whoa, let me take a sip of my coquito. Shout out to my girl Ritu who made this banging ass coquito. She brought it for me yesterday.
So, funny story.
Ooh, tell me.
Um, Around 08, 09, I'd been divorced going on 5 years,
Wow.
playing around with the whole internet dating thing.
Ooh, that's rough.
Met this person who supposedly lives in Jersey. I don't know where the nigga live. I still ain't never met him. Um,
Oh my god.
I
Okay, so
got
you,
catfished
you got
before there was a
catfish?
show. I got catfished before there was even a show.
Oh
Um,
shit.
and so to deal with my frustrations, I started writing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was attempting the whole monogamy thing, even though we hadn't physically met yet.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, nigga was sending me gifts and paying me bills and shit.
What? That's not a bad catfish though. I'll take a little
Nah, not at all.
pay a
Not
couple
at all.
bills, buy me some gifts, and you catfishing. All right. All right. These bills getting paid.
So yeah, that's how I actually started writing
But
erotica.
so you started, that was your way of dealing with, like, I guess getting your feelings hurt was to get real, like, sexual?
No. I started writing erotica while he and I were still together.
Oh. Was he
Yeah.
like a muse? He was like a inspiration?
In the beginning, yeah.
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 So how did this go into, now let's talk a little bit about that because you're very, very open and just talking about sexuality, especially in a very like creative and artsy way through your poetry. Um, so what are some of the things that you learned about yourself through your writing? I look, the eyebrows went up like, oh.
I'm just trying to figure out where I should start with that question. Who? What did I? A lot. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I learned a lot.
Why are you holding back? So hold back.
Who? You gotta understand. I'm a choir kid. My father's a deacon.
What?
Um, I lived a very conservative life.
Mm. So
Um,
how did this wild, like erotic beast come out of this like sweet little holy roly?
Okay, so when I first started writing erotica, like folks, um, folks, okay, when I first started writing erotica, I couldn't finish. Like I would start the poem going in the direction of the act,
Yeah.
and I would stop. Like when it got to that point, like I would
Yeah.
stop. Like writing erotica actually helped me get more comfortable talking about sex and sexuality.
Yeah.
I technically came out through my poetry. Like
Really?
people who know me
Yeah.
knew what I was about and knew what I liked, but it wasn't something that I just lived openly,
Yeah.
you know? Of course, now, if I'm out and I see a fine ass, whether it's attached to a man or a woman, I'm gonna look at it.
I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
So it helped you. So not only were you able to like come out through your poetry, but it helped you be more comfortable with who you are.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And you definitely show that in your writing and even in your whole performance style. There's this level of like confidence and like assurance of who you are. So like it sometimes you say things, and I love listening to people's reactions or watching people's reactions to your performances, because especially the pieces that I know, I'll be like, oh, this is a good one. They gonna really like this one. But I enjoy.
You be setting folks up for failure for real. You be setting folks up for failure because you'll request some shit knowing good and fucking well what's about to happen.
Listen, because I know your stuff, and I know some of my favorite pieces. But I love seeing people react to it. I love seeing people's like, oh my gosh, because you do it with such ease and you do it with such confidence and such finesse. How long did it take you to feel that confident on stage? Because writing is one thing, but where was that point where you were confident enough to bring that writing to the stage?
I don't fucking know because I still be shaking like a leaf before I perform.
Really?
Look, if you didn't notice when I featured for you because you were hosting, you had shit to do.
I'll be busy.
I will find a spot on the wall and post up on the wall. For one, because if I sit still, I'm like a fucking toddler in church on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? So I'm either gonna be posted up on the wall or I'm gonna be pacing back and forth. Like I'll bounce back and forth between being inside a venue and walking outside.
Yeah.
I still get nervous.
Yeah.
Before I spit. Now on the flip side of that coin, there are certain pieces that I've done so many fucking times that I could do them in my sleep.
Yeah.
And it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get nervous when I spit those because I'm like I know you like that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I know you want to hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you do get nervous with some of the newer ones or the ones that go a little bit deeper, but I know you get, like, I get the being nervous before the performance because you want to make sure you got it, especially when it's a memorized piece. You kind of like want to go over and over it in your head, but like there's still another level of confidence that you have to even want to get up on that stage and say the nasty things that you say, Caramel.
Nasty. Me?
Listen. I've seen grown men like whimper listening to you, like, oh, she said that. Listen, I know. Listen, if you want to share a piece, I would love for you to share a piece. Before you get into that zone, I'm gonna take a quick 1 minute break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsors, and then I would hope that you are gonna bless us with a little sexy piece.
Okay, go ahead and make your request now. Go ahead and
Oh,
make your request now.
okay. All right. So,
And if anybody is watching, aside from the person who sent me a text message, if you have a request,
yes,
although it's host choice.
put it in the
Uh,
comments because it's probably the same ones I like. So if you have any requests that you like, please put it in the comments. We'll see if and if it's a piece that I know and I like, then we'll request that. But while you think, we're gonna have a word from a couple of our sponsors, and then we'll be back with a steamy piece from Caramel Poet. I'm excited.
Jbada, I rip every day, make it look so easy.
From the artist that brought you the debut solo album Gemini comes a new EP. Jaybotta presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue. Written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jaybotta, follow him on IG at Jaybotta Music.
Hey, we are back.
wardrobe change.
Oh, wow. Look, she got the performance hat on. Hey, performance hat. Here we go. That's your infamous fedora. I love it. I see that and I'm like, I think of you right away. Well, you know me, I personally am a fan of the girl with the tattoo one. And then you did one on Talk to Me Dirty a week ago or so. That
All I did on Talk Dirty to Me was group therapy and just taste. Those were the ones you asked for.
yes. Well, give me just a taste. I like that one.
That's the tattoo piece.
Yes. You did another one then. There was another one that I was like, I think that's my new favorite, but I can't remember the title anymore.
Are you talking about Sensitive?
Maybe.
The one that starts off, her voice makes me wanna.
Yes. Yes. That one. Can we get that one? Can we get that one?
That's what you want?
Yes, please.
Have I mentioned lately that you're spoiled?
Very.
Okay. All right. I just,
Thank you.
Oh my God. Her voice makes me want to touch myself. Makes my clit send out an SOS, and I hope that she can hear it. I hope that she knows that this wetness is reserved for her, and even though it may sound strange, I just don't react the same to anyone else. I want her all to myself. For those days when I just want to vibe, dine, and slow wine, pause, rewind. I gotta take my time. Let me not rush past what I'm saying. See, I'm not playing when I say I want her. I want to taste her skin from her earlobes to her toes, front, back, side to side, stick my tongue inside wherever she wants to go. I want to go slow. See which spots only take a lick and which require a firm kiss. See, once I put my mouth on it, it's mine. And I want to be able to make her heart race at any time, but that means that I need to know the right spots to touch to make her blush and cause blood to rush to certain places. So, as impatient as I am, I will take my time. I will learn the secrets of her skin so that anytime I want to swim, I can create a lake that tastes like an oasis, that has the ability to make me both satisfied and thirsty. Now, I'm trying to tell y'all that she does things to me that no one else has ever done. And I just want to run my tongue all over her until I can taste her essence. Lick my plate clean, then go back for seconds. I want the blessing of her juices all over my face. I want to make her wet as a river, then drink every drop until she tells me to stop or I get a cramp in my tongue, whichever comes first. See, there's just something about her energy that makes me want to taste her while touching me. Wait, no. What I meant to say is touch and taste her, but if that can't occur, I'll have to be content with my fingers tapping across my own skin while we're playing her voice in my mind again and again because it's just something about her voice that makes me moist. She claims to be unaware, but I swear she does it on purpose. I think she likes teasing me, which is fine as long as it leads to pleasing me by allowing me to please her. That is the only satisfaction that I require. And even though I desire to feel her skin against mine, I just want to take my time and dine on the sweetness of her. Immediately. Repeatedly. I bet she tastes like Louisiana sweet tea. A single sip won't satisfy me, but if I do it right, it just might be enough to make her legs lock. I'm just trying to rock her boat. I promise I won't choke as her cum coats my throat. Let's be real. That's what I want. I'm trying to have her body twitch and voice sounding like a scratch record, skipping every other word. I don't think y'all understand. I'm trying to treat her like the appetizer, entree, and dessert. But first, I'm going to need her to not speak because her voice makes my knees weak.
Yay! That's one of my new favorites. I love it. I love it. Where do you get this like vivid imagery when you're writing? Like, where do you get that inspiration from? Is it like real life or,
Okay, are we talking in general or about that specific piece? Because you gotta.
I want to talk about that specific piece. Where did that piece come from? Sensitive.
That piece was written for a specific person.
So you do them type of poems, huh? You just be out there writing about people, huh?
that piece was written for a specific person.
Like a crush or something. I wish. Are you blushing? What's that say?
Oh, it says tomboy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. How are you able to just embody like this duality, right? You have this duality in your writing where, especially you hear it in group therapy, because hence the word group, right? So how are you able to pull like from both sides to put that into your writing?
For a while I couldn't. Like for a long time it was either I was writing pieces for my attraction to men or I was writing pieces for my attraction to women. Like I actually only have a small amount of pieces that embody my bisexuality. You know what I'm saying? That embody all of me.
Yeah.
You know, it was either me writing my straight pieces, or me writing about my attraction to women. And it's funny, I don't know if you saw it, but I posted on my Facebook the other day, like I realized that the pieces that I write for women are like a lot softer and more sensual and but for the most part the pieces that I write for men is just me talking shit.
Yeah.
Like they're harder, they're rougher. You know Definitely. What I'm saying? Like I'm a lot softer when I write about women. I'm a lot softer when I'm with a woman. So I guess that's why.
That's probably why. I could see that being a why. Like how do women respond to your poetry versus how men respond? Is there like a difference there?
No, there's no difference. There's no difference. I have men come up to me after shows. I have women come up to me after shows. Like there's
You ever had like couples? You ever had a couple come to you and be like, "Yo, what's good?"
I've never had that experience. I figure it's coming at some point. But no, normally when couples come up to me, it's to thank me because the poetry that I do it creates conversations that they couldn't start on their own for whatever reason.
Oh, nice.
So, I and it's always weird to me have couples come up to me and thank me and tell me that I started a conversation, because it's like y'all are in a relationship, like y'all are together, y'all ain't having these conversations.
Yeah, y'all don't talk about this shit.
Like that's why the fucking divorce rate's so high. Like,
yes.
I just be wanting to pull her to the side. Like, does he know where your clit is? Like, can you find it?
You might have to write a poem, but just, this is how you find the clit. Now, you, aside from being this like sensual writer and all that, you are a person too, right? Because poets, we are human beings. We do human stuff. You have like mad kids. You got like a
the
squad.
New York came out in that hard right there. You got mad kids, yo.
But it's true. It's true. You got mad kids. So let's talk about that. What was, how many kids do you have, by the way?
Okay, so this is how I always explain it. I gave birth to 6, right? Like, there are 6 children that share my DNA.
Oh my gosh.
There are twice as many who call me mama, who I treat as if I birthed.
Yeah.
So I got a shit ton of kids.
Okay, so
and all of them will fight you behind me. I promise.
So you got like a whole gang. Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a whole squad.
You had 6 children, like birth 6 children.
Yes.
Like, what was that journey through motherhood for you? Because you weren't writing when you became a mom, right? This was like later on.
I mean, poetry I've been writing all my life.
Okay.
Like, I've been writing poetry all my life. I didn't start writing erotica until like 2009.
Okay.
But like, that's one of the reasons that I have a stage name as far as the erotica is concerned. Because when I first started writing and sharing and performing, I was a single mother raising a shit ton of kids. I was in school. I was a substitute teacher in East fucking Texas. There is no way that I could be out here with my government name talking about sucking dick on stage, and it not cause a problem.
Yes. Yes.
So,
especially out there, I'm sure people are super judgy out there.
funny story. First book, Metaphors, Moans, and More, when it first came out, y'all, all of my internet poetry people, y'all were buying that shit. I was shipping books to Cali, to New York, to every fucking way.
Yeah.
Locally, it was a little bit more difficult.
Really?
So, one of my neighbors, like 5 houses down, she and I are real cool because our girls used to play basketball together. So I'm sitting in the stands at a softball game because her daughter plays softball, and I'd go and watch her kid play softball. And I'm like, hey, I just released my first book. And she's like, oh, what is it? I said, it's erotica. Oh, I don't read that.
What?
Pause. Let's fast forward a couple of weeks. I'm like, hey, I don't tell her what the book is. I just give it to her and open it up to a random poem. I say, hey, read this. She reads it and she looks at me and goes, I get paid Friday.
There you go. There you go. Now, that was your first book. You have 3 books out, right? And
okay, so when it comes to erotica, I've got 2 books out.
Okay.
You, my beautiful Puerto Rican, are working on the cover for my 3rd book of erotica.
Wow.
Now, I also have another book under my stage name called Stiletto Chronicles. Stiletto Chronicles is my book about a woman who happens to be a serial killer, and her story is told in poetic form.
Oh, wow. I had no idea that book was like that. I thought they were all erotic books.
Nope,
That's so fucking cool.
no. Stiletto Chronicles is about a woman who is a serial killer, and her weapon of choice is a stiletto bait.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, of course you do.
I do.
That's the island girl in you.
And I love shoes. So you're working on this fourth book. Now these are all self-published.
Yes.
How hard was that? Like, was that something that you what's one of the
So,
what's one of the hardest, what is one of the biggest challenges you faced when you were self-publishing?
fun fact. I don't like talking about myself. I hate it, in fact.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So for me, the hardest thing is, and I get fussed at by quite a few people. Um, I don't promote my books as well as I should.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like it's other people who self-published who every time you see them, they talking about their book. Book can be 10 fucking years old. They still talking about it. That's
That's so true.
not me. Um, People be surprised as fuck to find out I got books out.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, you got books? Yeah, I got books.
Why not? I mean, and they're good. I mean, your poetry's so great. You're why not like put it out there more? You that shy?
Shy baby. That's me. I'm the shy baby.
So how do you like are people usually surprised that you're shy after they see you perform?
Most folks don't understand how I can be as shy as I am and then get on stage and be just as cocky as fuck.
Yeah.
But
Do you understand it?
it's just who I am. I don't have to understand it. You know? It's just who I am. Like, I don't understand how my laptop works. I know when I hit the button, the bitch gonna come on.
All right, all right. I hear you, I hear you. But I get it too sometimes though, like, cause I do have my like when I'm in private, I'm actually like really really shy, and a lot of people are surprised, especially after they hear me do like an erotic piece, or they hear that I'm hosting a show, or I have no problem. Like I'll be nervous as fuck, but the minute that microphone is right here, I'm like, hey, I get off. As soon as everything's off, I'm like hoodie over the head, tie it up. Don't talk to me. Like I want to hide in a corner.
Yep, all of that.
Yes, and people usually don't understand that. But you are like the embodiment of duality in so many levels. And I love and respect that about you so much, and I admire that about you so much. Um, Before we wrap up for tonight, though, I want to ask you, what is your last gem, your final thoughts, like something you want the audience to walk away with?
Something I want the audience to walk away with. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being who the fuck you are
Mm,
in all of its various aspects.
mm,
Like, you know, um, if you are one way in one setting and another way in another setting, ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, Not everybody deserves to get all of you all the time.
ooh, yes. Go ahead, poet. Okay. See, I knew it. I love it. Y'all just start talking, and then there's always like that line that y'all come up with. See, that's why I love poets. We are the most spectacular people ever. Because look at that, dropping gems, dropping gems. Oh, super deep. You heard it from our girl Caramel Poet out in Houston, Texas, which I will be seeing you soon. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Um,
Okay, before we cut off though, if
yes.
you're in the New Orleans area, I'm performing live Saturday night in New Orleans. The storm didn't fuck up nothing. I'm gonna still be there. I'm gonna be
Wait.
in New York with this beautiful lady in December, on December the 12th. I got my third book coming out. It should be out in December. I will keep you posted on specifics. I'm about to hit the studio. Spoken word EP with me talking about what this mouth do.
Oh,
All of that.
and you got another interview coming up, right, in a few weeks?
Ooh, that. So, if you're thinking that JRose took it easy on me, if you're thinking that JRose was nice and she didn't get deep enough, Jennifer Eden, her IG handle is Slut of the Month, will have me in her tiny tub on November the 10th. You will get to see me, you know, all
In the
wet.
tub?
I'll be in the tub. I will be in a tub on Instagram Live. I'll cover the particulars so that IG don't kick us out. But yeah, I'm gonna be in the tub. I'm gonna still have my hat on.
I love that. With your fedora?
I'm gonna still have my hat on, but yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's coming up in November, right? You said
November the 10th is the second Tuesday.
All right. So
Second
where can
Tuesday.
people follow you so that they can stay up on where you're gonna be, Miss Traveler over here?
Obviously Instagram, KARMELPOET. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook. I've got a YouTube channel, SoundCloud. Like, you can Google me. You gonna find me.
Oh shit! You said Google me. I'm there. Yes,
Man,
yes.
look, that was the fucking biggest flex for me when I Googled myself and actually saw my face pop up. Like, the fuck?
That's so dope.
Like, look, Mom, I made it.
I Google myself and I just get a bunch of cartoon pictures of Aladdin. I'm like, come on. Come on, Google. Come on. Well, Caramel, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming through and talking with me. I've been looking forward to this interview for a while. Because this was in the calendar for a minute. So thank you. Please, guys, make sure that you follow Caramel Poet, and her IG is scrolling down here. And like she said, you could Google her and you will find her. As for me, it's not that easy, so you're gonna have to follow me at My Crumble Thoughts on IG, or on Facebook at The Rose Garden Events, YouTube The Rose Garden Events. Subscribe, follow, comment, share. You know, all that good shit. I shouldn't even have to tell you, but you know, they say you're supposed to say it. So make sure you do all that good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Thursday with another amazing poet. And like I always say, guys, keep growing. Peace.